Last month I watched a customer write a $4,200 check for a transmission rebuild on a used SUV he paid $4,800 for. That repair cost almost as much as the truck itself. And here's what kills me. 3 SUVs exist in that exact same price range that would have gone 300,000 miles without ever needing that fix. If you're searching right now for the best used SUVs under $5,000, you're about to save yourself thousands of dollars and years of headaches. 20 years of turning wrenches tells you things no car review will say out loud. I've worked on every SUV on this list. Some of them hundreds of times. The SUV at number 1? I've personally seen one come through my shop with 367,000 miles on the original engine. The owner spent less on repairs in 15 years than most people spend in 2. Stick around. You need to hear which one it is. Here's the reality of the used car market right now. The average used car costs over $30,000. The percentage of used vehicles priced under $20,000 dropped from 53% in 2019 to 30% today. That's according to J.D. Power, not me making things up. So what does that mean for someone shopping under $5,000? It means you're in the danger zone. You're buying vehicles with 150,000, 200,000, sometimes 250,000 miles on them. And most of them are ticking time bombs. Most of them. Not all. Because the 3 SUVs I'm about to show you, they're the ones that show up in my shop only for oil changes and tires. I almost feel bad charging people for the inspection because there's nothing wrong. Number 2 on this list has a ticking time bomb hiding under the hood right now. It costs about $40 to fix. It costs $6,000 if you ignore it. And the manufacturer never issued a recall. I'm going to show you exactly where to look. Number 3 earned its spot because it's the cheapest to buy, the cheapest to maintain, and the one most people overlook completely. That's about to change. Entry number 3, Honda CR-V 2nd generation, 2002 to 2006. Number 3 is the SUV that mechanics call easy money. Not because it makes us rich. Because it comes in, we do the oil change, and it leaves. There's nothing else to fix. I had a 2005 Honda CR-V come through last spring. 214,000 miles. Original engine, original transmission, original everything. The owner brought it in because the check engine light came on and she was terrified. You know what the code was? A loose gas cap. That was it. I reset the light, tightened the cap, and sent her home. Didn't charge her for it. She told me she bought that CR-V 8 years ago for $3,800. In 8 years of ownership, her biggest repair was a set of brake pads and rotors for $280. That's the kind of ownership experience I'm talking about. The engine under here is the K24. It's a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder that Honda built with a forged steel crankshaft, cast iron cylinder liners inside an aluminum block, and a timing chain that never needs replacing. This is the same engine family that tuners put 400 horsepower through on stock internals. Honda overbuilt this thing by a wide margin. The transmission is a traditional 5-speed automatic. No CVT nonsense, no dual-clutch drama. Conventional gears that shift when they're supposed to and don't give you problems at 120,000 miles. A 2005 CR-V right now runs between $2,800 and $4,900 depending on trim and condition. Average annual repair cost across the board is under $400. Compare that to the SUVs people actually buy in this price range, where you're looking at $1,200 to $2,000 a year in surprise repairs. Here's your parking lot test. If you're looking at an all-wheel drive CR-V, turn the steering wheel all the way to one side and drive slowly in a tight circle. Listen. If you hear grinding or groaning from the rear, that rear differential fluid was neglected by the previous owner. A fluid change is $120 to $190 and fixes it. If the sound is bad, you might be looking at a $500 to $700 rebuild. But here's the thing. That test takes 10 seconds and it tells you everything you need to know about how the last owner treated this vehicle. Who should buy this car? Buy this CR-V if you want the cheapest, most predictable daily driver under $5,000. If you commute 45 minutes each way and your definition of a good car is one that starts every single morning without drama, this is your truck. If you want a beater that'll go another 100,000 miles without asking for permission, this is it. Walk away if you need towing capacity, off-road capability, or a vehicle that makes you feel anything when you get behind the wheel. This is a tool. A very reliable tool. But nobody ever called a CR-V exciting. My verdict: buy it, change the rear differential fluid immediately, and this engine will still be running when you hand the keys to your kid. That was the safe pick. Number 2 is where it gets interesting. Because this next SUV gives you something none of the others can. And it's hiding a secret that Toyota hoped you'd never find out about. Real quick, the information I'm about to share on this next SUV alone could save you $6,000. I put out videos like this every single week. Kindly hit the subscribe button. Entry number 2, Lexus RX 330, 2004 to 2006. Number 2 is a Lexus. Under $5,000. With the same reliability as a Toyota. If you just sat up a little straighter, good? You should. The 2004 to 2006 Lexus RX 330 shares its engine, its transmission, and its platform with the Toyota Highlander and the Toyota Camry V6. The body says Lexus. The price tag says Lexus. But underneath, it's pure Toyota. The 3.3-liter V6 paired with a 5-speed automatic is one of the most proven drivetrains Toyota has ever built. Owners on the Lexus forums report hitting 300,000 miles. I've seen Carfax listings showing these still running past 298,000. But here's what you absolutely need to know before you buy one. Toyota put a rubber section in the VVTi oil supply line on these V6 engines. That rubber degrades with heat and age. When it fails, and it will fail eventually, every drop of oil in that engine drains out in about 30 seconds. No warning light. No leak you can spot ahead of time. One moment you're driving. The next moment the engine is starved for oil and it's over. The metal replacement line costs about $40 for the part. A shop will charge you $550 to $700 for the full job. That's the fix. Confirm that upgrade has been done and you're golden. If it hasn't been done and that line blows while you're on the highway, you're looking at $5,500 to $6,500 for an engine replacement. On a truck you paid under $5,000 for. Toyota knew about this. They fixed it in 2008. They redesigned the part to be all metal. They never recalled the older ones. I had 2 RX 330s come through the shop within the same month last year. First one, 2005, 187,000 miles. The owner had the metal oil line upgrade done at 95,000 miles. Total repair history in 12 years of ownership? Brake pads twice, 1 set of struts, and the timing belt service. That's it. That customer was grinning. The second one, 2004, 142,000 miles. No record of the oil line ever being touched. I told the owner to get it done immediately. He said he'd get around to it. 3 weeks later I got the call. Engine seized on the freeway. The car was totaled. A $40 part would have prevented all of it. When you're looking at an RX 330, pop the hood and look at the oil supply line running to the back of the engine on the passenger side. If it's rubber, walk away or deduct $700 from your offer for the upgrade. If it's metal, someone already did the smart thing. Also check the service records for the timing belt replacement. This engine uses a belt, not a chain, so that's one scheduled service you can't skip. It should have been done around 90,000 to 100,000 miles. Buy this RX 330 if you want a quiet, comfortable ride with heated leather seats and a smooth V6 for less than $5,000. If your daily commute beats you up and you want a vehicle that feels like a reward instead of a punishment, this is your play. And if the metal oil line upgrade is confirmed, you're buying Toyota Highlander reliability wrapped in a Lexus interior. Walk away if you hate doing homework. This SUV requires you to verify one critical repair before buying. If that sounds like too much effort, stick with the CR-V. Also walk away if you're counting every dollar on gas, because the V6 drinks a little more than the Honda. Bottom line, confirm the oil line, confirm the timing belt, and you're driving a luxury SUV with Toyota bones for the price of a couch. Drop a comment if you've owned an RX 330. I want to know your mileage and whether you've done the oil line upgrade. I'm tracking this one. That was the surprise pick. Most people don't even know a Lexus exists at this price point. But number 1 is the reason I made this video. This is the SUV that earned its reputation in every shop I've ever worked in. And it's the one that comes with a warning nobody is talking about. Before I reveal it, drop your guess in the comments. I want to see if you already know. If you get it right, you've been paying attention. Entry number 1, Toyota 4Runner, 4th generation, 2003 to 2009. Number 1. The one you've been waiting for. This SUV doesn't just belong on this list. It wrote the definition of what belongs on this list. Remember what I said at the beginning about 367,000 miles? Here it is. 2006 Toyota 4Runner, V6, came through for a routine inspection. I put it on the lift expecting to find something. Anything. At that mileage, something should be worn out. The engine had original internals. The transmission had never been rebuilt. The owner told me his total repair cost over 15 years, not including oil changes and tires, was under $2,500. 15 years. Under $2,500. I almost didn't believe him until I went through the service records myself. The engine in the 4th Gen 4Runner is Toyota's 4.0-liter 1GR FE V6 or the 4.7-liter 2UZ FE V8. Both are naturally aspirated. Both use timing chains. Both are built with forged steel crankshafts. The V6 has 9 counterweights on the crank, oil jets that cool the pistons from below, and cast iron cylinder liners inside an aluminum block. Toyota did not build this engine to last 200,000 miles. They built it to last indefinitely. It shares components with the Tacoma and the Land Cruiser. That tells you everything about the engineering budget Toyota threw at it. The whole truck is body-on-frame. Real truck construction. This is not a car pretending to be an SUV. This is a truck that Toyota built for people who actually need a truck. The 4Runner doesn't retire. It just watches other SUVs come and go. Now here's the part nobody wants to talk about. The engine and transmission on this truck will outlive you. But the frame can kill this vehicle before the drivetrain even breaks a sweat. 4th Gen 4Runners that spent their lives in salt belt states develop frame rust. And unlike the Tacoma and the Tundra, which Toyota covered under a $3.4 billion settlement in 2016, the 4Runner was never included in any frame recall or any settlement. You are on your own. If frame rust gets bad enough, a full frame replacement runs $12,000 to $15,000. Most body shops won't even take the job. At that point the truck is totaled regardless of how perfect the engine is. A rust-free 4Runner from the South or the West Coast. That's a truck you hand down to your grandkids. A salt belt 4Runner with frame scaling? Walk away. No engine in the world saves you from structural failure. When you're looking at a 4th Gen 4Runner, get it on a lift. Period. Look at the frame rails, the rear crossmembers, the brake lines, and the fuel tank straps. Surface rust is normal on a 15-plus-year-old truck. What you're looking for is scaling, flaking, or any spot where you can push a screwdriver through the metal. If the frame is perforated, it doesn't matter that the engine has another 200,000 miles left in it. The truck is done. A $100 pre-purchase inspection from any independent mechanic catches this in 10 minutes. Do not skip it. That's the single most important $100 you'll spend on this entire purchase. Who should buy this car? Buy this 4Runner if you want the last SUV you'll ever need to buy. If you keep vehicles until the wheels fall off, if you tow a boat or a trailer, if you go off-road, or if your idea of a good purchase is one that looks exactly the same in your driveway in 2036 as it does today. This is your truck. Walk away if you're in the Rust Belt and can't verify a clean frame. Walk away if fuel economy matters to you, because this truck drinks. And walk away if you're not willing to pay for a pre-purchase inspection, because a blind buy on a 4Runner is gambling with a $12,000 frame replacement. Buy a rust-free 4Runner under $5,000 with 200,000 miles on it and you just bought the best vehicle deal in America. Change the oil and get out of its way. The engine won't quit. The transmission won't quit. You just have to make sure the frame hasn't quit for them. Those are 3 SUVs that have earned their reputation on every lift in every shop I've worked in over 20 years. The Honda CR-V for the person who wants zero surprises. The Lexus RX 330 for the person who wants luxury without the luxury repair bills. And the Toyota 4Runner for the person who wants to buy a truck once and never think about it again. You now know more about what actually survives past 200,000 miles than 90% of the people walking onto a used car lot this weekend. You know the one part to check on the Lexus. You know the one test to run on the Honda. And you know the one thing that kills a 4Runner before the engine even gets tired. Now you know what to buy. The next question is what to avoid. I made a video on the used SUVs I would never let my family drive. The ones I've seen strand people on the highway, the ones with $4,000 surprise repairs built into them. If this video told you what to buy, that video tells you what will rob you blind. It's the logical next step and it's right here. That's 20 years at the bench talking. Take it or leave it. I'll see you in the next one.